An ex-Philippines convict by the name of Vitaly, although some of you may better recognize this as a former prank YouTuber Vitaly, well, they switched content over to doing some predator catching, and while they were trying to do one of these predator catching stings live, he got arrested, or I guess more accurately, detained. Just in case you still don't know, this is Vitaly here. They have 10 million subs on YouTube. They haven't posted in 2 years now, and they're primarily just a streamer now, as you can see here on kick.com. Big shout out to this creator here, Just Koosh, who made a video going over Vitaly getting arrested. I would say on the totem pole here, since this has kind of been a recent thing we've been talking about, there is another prank YouTuber turned predator catcher named Gideon, but Vitaly would rank very far down. Most notably because Vitaly famously wrongfully accused someone of being a predator when they didn't actually send messages with their decoys saying that they were underage. They were exchanging messages with someone that never shared their age. But now we're focused on what happened very recently, just a few days ago here. And there's just a few segments here that I think are really worth it to better understand who Vitaly is if you really don't know who this guy is. For starters, I want to show a clip that Just Koosh shows here, where Vitaly explains why he does the predator catching.
They don't pay bots. Hey, no one's botting. Sorry to break it to you. When we catch pedophiles, why do you think we're catching pedophiles again an ass kick? Because obviously you guys don't like it. You want to just walk around Miami. So when we catch pedophiles, we easily put 10K and above viewers. Streaming 12 hours for $300? Sorry, bro. Love you, but sorry, bro. And I'm not here complaining at all. I just know what other creators make and what I make, and I don't think it's fair.
I can't believe we're so dedicated doing this for free.
I don't know how.
Chat, our KPP was cut 95%. If you knew what we were making right now, bro, $0, bro. I just love Kick too much, so saying goodbye to Kick. This could be my last stream, guys. Not because, last stream is because, like, what's the point of doing this if I'm not getting paid? I'm just losing money, bro. Paying for gas $100 every day.
Say what you want about Vitaly, but at the very least, he's honest. At least in this clip. So again, just kind of setting the stage, and I think you can better understand why he ends up getting, and let's face it here, he only got detained by the end of the stream, which I'd actually watched through a good chunk of it. He's detained for a couple of hours and then is let go. They go to try to catch another predator, but they end up getting cold feet, and then he ends stream. But now we're jumping into what got Vitaly in handcuffs. This individual to his right here, he is alleging, based off of the messages that they received, that this guy is a predator that was planning to, hook up with an individual, and they had set up to meet here, and this is where Vitaly confronts him. Again, given his track record, not actually certain if this guy is, although based on the interaction here, seems like that may be the case.
I just wanted to speak with you for a second.
Okay.
How are you?
Good.
Good, me too. Nice to meet you. Hi, I got a notification on my phone that you came here to meet an underage girl, so we just wanted to talk to you about what's that about. She said she was 15. I have all the messages, transcripts. How come?
I'm sorry?
How come you wanted to meet her?
You want company?
Give her company?
Yeah.
And kiss her and drip like a mango juice?
No.
And kiss her cherry lips?
No.
Would you like to kiss mine?
No.
So what's going on?
Having company.
That's not company. You were going to make sexual contact. Hey, listen, you're not in any trouble. We're just recording for our safety. If you're going to go anywhere, we just want to know why. You're what, 41, 42? What's your real age? What happened? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm not looking at you in a particular way.
Don't lie to me.
Okay.
There we go. I like that. Thank you.
No. That's not what I was saying. I was saying I'm understanding what your perspective is, and I understand what is the assumption that's taking place here.
Yeah, but the evidence says the otherwise. That you want to cuddle her, you want to kiss her lips, you want to touch her and get her heart.
Oh,
you did.
mango.
You want to turn her into a mango?
No. There's a conversation that took place. It can be assumed to be of a certain intent or motivation, but
It's the same story all the time. So you're telling me you had zero interest with this girl.
Okay, yeah, no, maybe he probably is, based off of how that conversation's going. But as this interaction continues, Vitaly starts to get more and more heated. I'm assuming just to make the clip more interesting. Now, it is said later on in the stream that they had gotten approval for them to effectively stage this like predator catch within the establishment. They had asked the workers there, and apparently they gave it the green light, which I am hard-pressed to believe is true. But you're now going to see Vitaly, like I said, get incredibly heated and start disrupting the peace, if you will.
Did you do this or not? I'm talking to you right now before you want the police to talk to you because I'm fucking sick of your shit, okay? It's the same story all the time. I didn't come here. Yes, you fucking did. You came here to girl, and you're going to be a man, and you're going to admit it. Do you understand me?
I did not.
Do you understand me? Or we're gonna talk differently. I'm sick and tired of the same stories. What do you want to do, man? You gonna admit it, or you gonna just apologize for your mistakes? So we're
There's
good.
nothing to admit because you don't understand what the intention was.
What was the intent? Skip, can you chime into this? Skip.
Fine. I had a young woman
Okay. Now we're talking.
expressed intention of being in a relationship with somebody. And this troubled me in a sense that I could tell that if somebody else with that intention was going to be interested in her, then she would possibly be going in a direction that would have actually led to being taken advantage of.
Suddenly now 100% sure that that dude is a predator.
Here, let him fucking talk to you. Fuck you, piece of shit, motherfucker. You're lucky. Yo, show him. He's here. Yeah, motherfucker. Now, I'm gonna make sure you get fucking locked up, and I'll make sure I will show up in court, and I'll make sure you get fucking press charges to the maximum. You're one of the worst of the worst. You sick fucking bastard. Fucking kid fucker.
Put your hands on your back.
What? For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
What? Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What's going on? Let me see your phone, Vitaly.
What happened? What did I do?
Let go of the phone.
Okay.
Put the camera down. Can I see the camera down? One of those.
What did I do?
Any guns on you?
Nope.
Because of what?
Obviously, you can see there, and this was actually what happened to Gideon just a few short months ago, if not just a month and a half, where he was effectively just harassing the squatter that they had gotten kicked out of a home, and he got arrested for disturbing the peace. And I assumed, based off of Vitaly's track record and just kind of who the guy is, that that was probably what the situation was here. But after doing a bit more digging, I was able to find clips where the cops are explaining what had happened. And Vitaly wasn't lying. They did effectively get swatted. Someone had claimed that Vitaly had a firearm in the Dunkin' Donuts that they were in.
Hey, so just to explain, okay, the call came in, then you had a firearm. Okay, it's the reason you're in handcuffs right now, right?
Oh, so this is stream snipers.
Okay, so
that means I was streaming.
You're
Oh,
being detained right now.
oh, you scared the shit out of me. I was like, why are you treating me like
You're being
that?
detained. That's it. All right?
Okay.
You're not under arrest. I'm gonna figure out what we're doing, okay? I just need to grab that microphone.
Again, that's kind of on me for assuming the worst here, but obviously, as you heard the police say, he got swatted. They end up spending a couple hours waiting at this Dunkin' while it all gets investigated and figured out. In regard to the individual that they had caught during their sting, we don't really know the whereabouts of them, but Vitaly mentions in passing that he is going to get prosecuted, which Vitaly just wouldn't know. Maybe he means get arrested. And in the same clip, he also thanks the police department for the clip.
Let's put the mic on me. We're going to the next predator. I appreciate the detectives, Pompano. Thank you guys for detaining me. Thank you for the clip. We are going to prosecute this guy, so I hope you guys will reach back out to me. I'm going to go on the phone right now. I'm going to text Santifa an address, and we're on to the next predator, guys.
Based off how he described it and how he was just fit to move on, I think the only thing he was focused on is getting as many views as he could on the stream, which again, he had mentioned earlier. This was already so poorly handled. Clearly, he did not involve the police in whatever he was doing. This is just, again, him trying to do this for entertainment. I'm led to believe, based off of this interaction and the fact that he has a track record of fucking this up, that no prosecutor is going to look at this case and take it seriously, and it's going to be the easiest walk of this alleged predator's life. I figured since I was making another video on this topic of, predator catchers and content creators who do this, I wanted to give my thoughts generally about this and why I think there is such a strong support for content like this, and also why there are people that are so strongly against it, like myself. Predator catching is a great thing. And most predator catching happens without you knowing about it. It is in the hands of the police department, and obviously because there is a minor involved, the cases are a lot more private, at least in the United States. And at the very least, the people that are prosecuting and also catching people like this are doing it by the book, or at least they're taught how to do so. When I see a YouTuber spring up doing predator catching, like Gideon, like Skeeter Gene, like Vitaly here, although again, even then I wouldn't necessarily compare them. I know that the end goal here is to make money. Technically, you could make that argument for the people working in the police force, as they are doing the exact same thing to make a living, but at the very least, they're actually law enforcement. And the other argument that I see going around is that, well, when police departments are stretched too thin, when police officers can't be there for every single predator that ends up getting caught, people fall through the cracks. And in turn, people like Chris Hansen or any of these other predator catchers are there, and they are catching predators that the police department maybe never would have. And maybe putting a light on these individuals that they end up catching is enough of a deterrent to keep them away from doing it. But again, so the same argument that was made with Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator. Even with him working directly with law enforcement, they had a success rate of roughly 40% in terms of actually convicting the people that they had arrested.
According to Wired, prosecutors were unable to pursue any of the 23 arrests from the Murphy, Texas sting because of issues that included jurisdiction and improper warrants. 23 arrests and no prosecutions from that operation. Across the series as a whole, NBC claimed the investigation produced around 200 indictments and 120 convictions. That sounds much better than the Texas disaster, but even those numbers require some context. It would mean roughly 60% of people indicted were ultimately convicted, not 60% of everyone contacted or confronted. The figure also comes from NBC itself, and there was no complete public accounting that would allow outsiders to verify every case.
40% with someone who is viewed as like the messiah of predator catching. I think it boils down to, on my side of the perspective of this kind of stuff, is that no matter how by the book a YouTube predator catcher is going to do it, if you are doing the predator catching and you're a YouTuber, you are already ill-equipped and are almost guaranteeing that these individuals will be able to predate again. They will be able to walk free from any sort of conviction that you attempt to throw on them because you are not law enforcement. Not saying that the police don't make mistakes or that they are infallible or anything of the sort. When it comes down to actually getting these people behind bars, they are going to have a much better shot at it than any YouTuber is. At the same time, I can't blame somebody for looking at a predator catch that's done by Skeeter G and Gideon, some of the people that I'm not a fan of, see that there is very clearly a predator here that was fully planning to take advantage of and harm a child, and look at that and be disgusted at how the police react to it. We can see that there's clear evidence of what they're doing and what they, or at the very least, what they plan to do. And it's an injustice that they get to walk free because police weren't involved. I can see both sides of that. At the end of the day, I just kind of veer more on the first one based off life experiences, what I've digested media-wise, whatever. Soapbox yap over. Very curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this one if you chose to stick around to the end. If you did, check out these videos on Spotify. If you want to chat and play games with me and the rest of my community on our 18 and up Discord, feel free to join. There will be a pinned comment with a link to it. And of course, please give this video a like, perchance a hype right after that. It boosts it in the algorithm substantially, and it's a huge help for me. Also subscribe. What are you doing? Come on. That's it for the video. I'll see you guys later. Adios. Peace. Bye.